Welcome to another episode here at Trusted Auto Repair. Today we are working on a 2010 Ford F350 with the V8 Power Stroke 6.4 liter diesel motor. We are changing the oil on this. Let's get right to it. We'll be using the Rotella 15W40 full synthetic oil. Of course, this engine takes 15 quarts, so we have 4 gallons here, equivalent to 16 quarts. So we'll put 3 and then we'll put some from that one too. And then here we have the oil filter. It also has the gasket on there. All right, so for our tools, we have a adjustable wrench. It's best to use a 36 millimeter socket, but we couldn't find out for some reason. We have this extension with a 19 millimeter socket to remove the drain plug from the bottom. Have this to remove the gasket for the filter. And have this adjustable guy right here. This ratchet should help us take out that plug. And then of course the funnel. Have the oil pan right there. All right, so start off with these glasses on. We put this creeper right here, and we want to remove the drain plug. So if you go underneath, you do not want to mistake the transmission drain plug with the oil drain plug. The oil drain plug is a 19 millimeter. In case it was replaced, just know that this pan is closer to the front of the car. You want to crack it loose, make sure it's on there tight. Crack it loose, and then put the oil pan underneath and let it drain. Okay, try your hardest not to make a mess. It's always good to have a rag when you're doing these kinds of jobs, so they can keep everything nice and clean. As you can see, the oil is very dark. All right, let's go ahead and clean our extension. All right, so while we were draining the fluid, it overfilled and it made a little bit of a mess here, so we had to clean it up. But here's the oil. You can see it was very dark. All right, so now it's still draining a little bit. We're going to open the hood. Let's get this guy right here. All right, so there's 2 filters here. I think this is for the fuel. We don't want to touch this. This is the oil filter. And again, it's a 36 millimeter. All right, it wasn't on there too tight, so that's good. So I'm going to use this tool. It's an adjustable wrench, and open it up. All right, here it is. This is the oil filter. I want to put that. It should just clip on. All right, so just kind of clips onto that. And this is the side that's closest to the top. I'm gonna lay this down right here. Try to stay as clean as possible. Here's our new oil filter and the gasket. The gasket, you can use this pick tool, and it's located right there. You can grab it and just easily kind of work your way around and take it out. Place with the new one. Make sure it goes into place. It's always good to change the gaskets while you're here. All right, there it is. Okay. We're going to, a little bit windy here, so we're just gonna put this aside. So of course we do all of our work outside. All right, and this circle should click, you should hear it click. Yep, so it's in there. All right, so now, just tighten it back. This is where we're gonna fill our oil in once we put our drain plug back on and tighten it. All right, you don't have to kill tighten this, but you do wanna make sure it's all the way down. Of course, if you're gonna be using an adjustable wrench, like us, wanna make sure it's on there tight. And I would highly recommend using 36 millimeter socket. All right, so let's go back down to the bottom. 19 millimeter socket. Let's go ahead and spring very slowly. That should be more than good. All right. It has a gasket on there, metal gasket. And once it's tight, you don't want to kill tighten it, but you want to make sure it's on there pretty tight. And then you can remove your oil pan. And it's always a good idea to go ahead and dry that little spot, just to keep everything nice and clean. All right. Put our creeper here, and we can go ahead and fill up the oil. So, big truck. You don't necessarily have to put this truck on ramps because you can probably get underneath and change the oil. But you know, we want to show you guys everything going on. Just kind of take your time, make sure you have a nice steady flow. When it goes down like this, that means it's breathing from the top. All right. Now we have 3 quarts to go. On a straight surface, should be able to kind of measure it out. All right, so here's the quarts. It's got 4 quarts, so this would be 1, 2, 3. So once it says 1.0, that's where we want to stop. Of course, after driving it, letting the oil cool off, having it on a flat surface, I always want to recheck the fluid level. In case you need to add a little bit. You don't want to put more than you need anything, you can just put a little bit less just in case. And then just add a little bit later on. But it does take 15 quarts, that's what it calls for. 15 quarts, and that's with the filter change. So I've got 2 now. And so we just have half quart left. And I think that'll be pretty close to it. So let it settle for a second. So right there, we'll put just a little bit more and then fire it up, and later on we'll double check to make sure the level is perfect. Before taking off, you want to definitely turn the motor on, let it run for maybe a few minutes, and then you can start driving. Thanks for watching.